Hey folks, welcome back to another Madden video. Today we're going to go over sizing traditional boiler blowdown tank. So I'm saying traditional overflow style tank to help distinguish. You might be familiar with small little flash separators that have aftercoolers. That design is always kicking on cold water. The intention of these is that you'll need much less cold water over the service life of the tank in order to temper your boiler blowdown. So one of the first things that we need to size these appropriately is the bottom blowdown line size and the operating pressure. From there we can either size the holding level per the time your operators expect to do bottom blowdown, or we'll size it to the MB27 guide for a 4-inch level drop in the steam drum. Either way, you'll notice here we provided a convenient header for the client. So we have bottom blowdown connections, surface blowdown connections, and we've also made the manifold itself large enough for their DA overflow for that occasional time you need to drain your DA tank. One of the first things we're sizing is the diameter of the tank itself as well as the vent. What this is going to do is keep your flash steam expansion, the velocity down. That way you don't wear out the walls of your tank too quickly. It also keeps noise levels down if the vent is sized appropriately, and it helps ensure only flash steam is leaving and it doesn't have water carryover. That way you don't have any operators getting showered. Next thing we're going to focus on as far as sizing goes is how high up the capacity of this overflow drain is. The intention is your operators can do back-to-back bottom blowdowns, and it should fill up to but not over the overflow drain. This way in 12 hours or 24 hours when they do the next bottom blowdown, it'll only push out that ambient temperature water. Ideally, this cold water spool won't even need to kick on, and then it's just a recurring cycle. But as I've mentioned, on this particular assembly, we did do some calculations and size a cold water spool for this reason. They're also going to do surface blowdown, which will occasionally push this water level up early, if you think about it early, so it might need a little tempering water to kick on there because it's above 140. But the big reason is when you do drain your DA overflow, we would have to make this tank so massive to handle that it's not worth it. So this cold water line is sized to temper the maximum amount of DA overflow and other processes that would kick that water level over. So we really are providing the client a true system, a full assembly for tempering boiler blowdown. I think that about does it. One thing I want to mention here is why don't we just look at the spool itself. So what we're providing here, this is a self-operating valve. So it's got a probe here that'll go into our aftercooler to sense when the temperature is above 140 or 120, whatever you set it to. And then we just simply provided convenient isolating valves and a globe valve to manually throttle flow if you ever have an issue with this. This is simply a check valve and a Y strainer. So again, beating a dead horse here, we really do try to customize these things for clients per your boiler room and provide a full solution for tempering all your blowdown processes. So if you have a need for a bottom blowdown tank, please give us a call. Thanks.